to Brewing Success, where growth is the mission, change is the reward, and progress is the goal. I am your host, Andrea Gebhardt. I'm a former educator turned passionate entrepreneur whose desire to create impact has never wavered. I've spent the last decade teaching, mentoring, and coaching people on how to create success in their lives and businesses with proven strategies and systems that not only bring about change, but big results. When it comes down to it, teaching is my specialty, leadership is my jam, and inspiring you to live a bigger, fuller life is what I'm all about. This podcast will give you the knowledge and tools you need to brew success in almost any area of your life. You're going to walk away each week feeling inspired, motivated, and ready to step outside your comfort zone and into the next level of who you're meant to be. Now let's get into today's episode. When it comes down to it, success is really dependent on one thing, and that is 100% you. Now, that statement is going to do one of two things, right? One, it's going to motivate you because you've always been a go-getter. You consistently work hard, you know where you're going, you get results, you learn quickly, you adapt well, and you continuously focus on personal growth and development with the intention of evolving the person you are today to be ready for who you need to be for tomorrow. Or the statement of success is dependent upon you kind of freaks you out a bit because you've never really been able to count on you. You've given up easily. You're quick to blame. You're quick to quit. You fail to do the inner work because it's hard. You lack trust in yourself to follow through, to commit. And you've always found yourself in the same place or a little behind where you've always started. And regardless of which one of those two people you are, I want you to lean in to today's episode because there will always come a time where you're going to have to remember that the only thing between where you currently are and where you want to go is deciding what you are going to do about it. Let that sink in for a minute. The only thing between where you currently are and where you want to go is deciding what you are going to do about it. There's this old saying, and I just want it for fun and sound fancy. There's this old adage in leadership, and I'm sure you've heard it time and time again. And at this point, I can almost predict the exact moment during some inspirational talk when it's going to be dropped. And usually when it does, I roll my eyes and sigh because I was hoping for just 1 minute that maybe it would be something different. But it's not, and then it happens. The speaker says, "Remember, if it is to be, it is up to me." There's always this really awkward pause as the speaker waits for these wise words to catch up to the audience's brains. The speaker waits for that subtle head nod from those who know they've been playing small, the sudden shifting in seats from those who just got a little bit uncomfortable realizing that their lack of progress is their fault, and then those who gently cock their head to the side, trying to mentally negate the truth of the statement because they still lack any sense of personal accountability. And here I am just a few minutes into this very episode, and I can't believe we're here, and I am the one saying this, but hear me out. Let's dive into what this really means. If it is to be, it is up to me. This statement, you guys, applies to more than just dreams, goals, business, leadership, and success. It legit applies to everything in your life. This statement is also very neutral in meaning because it doesn't sit in right or wrong, in good or bad. Instead, it's in the center and can go in any direction. If you want to have a good day, it is up to you. If you want to live a good life, it is up to you. If you want to be healthy, it's up to you. If you want to be successful, it's up to you. If you want to have healthy relationships, that is up to you. If you want to be a good parent, that is up to you. If you want to be a great leader, that is up to you. If you want to live a different life than you've been living, well, It is up to you. If it is to be, it's up to me. This puts us in the driver's seat. This puts us at the center of where it is that we are looking to go. One set of actions and thoughts and beliefs lead us in the right direction. One set of actions, beliefs, and thoughts lead us in a negative direction. If it is to be, it is up to me. Now, as corny and as redundant as it may be, that statement, that adage, that quote, whatever you want to call it, it holds so much truth and is such a great reminder that at the end of the day, the progress that we make in this life or fail to make in this life really is up to us. I love this because it releases the responsibility of the external things we like to give too much power to for our lack of success. We're so quick to blame others, our past, our circumstances, the business we're involved in, the model of the business, our coworkers. It's not until we begin to realize that it is what is within us, not around us, that makes the difference. You are the difference. We're going to be talking about you today. And the things that you need to know, the things that you need to do, the things that you need to remember, because at the end of the day, where you go in this life, what you accomplish, who you impact, all has to do with decisions that you make. All has to do with you and nothing and no one else. You have to decide what it is that you want to do with your life. You have to decide who you want to be and how you want to be known, how you want to be remembered. You have to declare the vision that you have for your life. You have to decide each and every day to lean into the things that serve you and let go of the things that don't. You have to pursue your purpose with the highest level of intentionality, discipline, and consistency. Nobody can do any of those things for you. You have to prioritize growth. You have to read the books. You have to attend the conferences. You have to watch the videos that are going to teach you the things that you need to learn. You have to continue to surround yourself with the right people. You need to seek out mentorship. You have to commit to growth each and every day. No one is going to take responsibility for the person that you need to become. You have to make that decision. You have to show up for that. You have to take action. The sum of small actions daily lead to big success. You and only you have the ability to take the required actions necessary to move the needle of progress in your life. You and only you can be the one who lives out your predestined purpose. You have to wake up each day and take the necessary actions that will lead to accomplishing your goal. You have to show up. You have to be intentional with your time. You have to commit to a life of haste in making progress, not a life of waste. You have to have a deep understanding of the compound effect and how it translates into movement, stagnancy, or backtracking. Nobody can take the actions, make the actions for you. You have to be the one who does those things. You have to lead yourself. You have to wake up. You have to make the right decisions. You have to make the most of your time. You have to become impact focused. You have to stay committed. You have to be disciplined. You have to show up. You have to keep going. You have to lead you before you can successfully lead others. Here's the thing. You can never help people master what you haven't first mastered. You will never attract the people you want until you become what you're looking for. Because we don't attract what we want. We attract who we are, who you are. And sometimes when I'm in conversations with people who are wanting to attract better employees into their business, attract better leaders into their team, attract better mentors, friends, relationships, I ask them what's wrong with the relationships and the people that they're attracting right now. What is wrong? Well, they're lazy. They're not motivated. They're not inspired. They're dishonest. They're this, they're that. So I let them share with me what that looks like. And I turn the question around. If we attract who we are, what does that say that you as a person needs to work on? And that is probably one of the most uncomfortable conversations that I have with people. But it's the most uncomfortable conversations that allows us to really dig deep and look inward to figure out what we need to change about ourselves, the work we need to do on the inside so that we can start to change what's happening on the outside. You are going to have to fail, and you're going to have to get comfortable with failure. You have to embrace failure. You have to come to know failure as the greatest teacher. You have to learn how to extract the lessons that failure presents. You have to fear not failing over failure itself, because failure is proof that effort is present. You have to learn to get back up again and again. You have to learn to celebrate your failures, share them, and acknowledge them as the true stepping stones of your success. Nobody can learn the lessons of failure for you. Nobody can fail for you. We can't prevent or protect ourselves from that. Failure is what moves us forward. You are going to have to fight. You have to fight hard against the winds of doubt, negativity, and naysayers. You have to fight to disregard the opinions of others on a daily basis. You have to fight to believe in your dream and your vision and your abilities, because guess what? Nobody else will. You have to push yourself. You have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone so you can evolve, so you can grow, so you can make progress. You have to fight for what you want against the tides of those who want to hold you back. You have to persist. You have to persist and push through even when giving up and giving in to the temptation of quitting feels better than where you are. You have to persist even in the face of extreme challenge and adversity, fully knowing and understanding that by doing so, you're going to get better. You're going to be okay. You're going to get closer than you ever were before to where it is that you're looking to go. You have to learn. You have to learn about yourself. Learn what triggers you. Learn what makes you tick. Learn what makes you want to quit, what motivates you, and what inspires you. You have to learn about the importance of mindset and choose wisely. You have to learn about the significance of energy and how it plays a role in your success. You have to learn about attitude and how it can greatly increase or decrease your ability to make progress in this life. You have to learn about others. You have to learn what service is and how to best serve the needs of others over the needs of yourself. And learn to focus your energy on equipping and empowering others. You have to learn the valuable lessons failure is going to serve up and leverage them to get better. You have to improve a little bit more each and every day. You have to know that who you are today and what you do today is only good for today, and that tomorrow is going to demand a better version. You have to believe in yourself fiercely. You have to believe that you are capable, worthy, equipped, predestined, and deserving of the things you are working toward. You have to believe in your dream more than anyone else. You have to believe in your vision without anyone else. You have to believe in your vision without anyone else, without validation, without support. You have to believe in the calling that was put on your life. You have to believe even when others can't see it, others choose not to believe it, and especially when it's starting to look like maybe they were right. When your vision becomes a bit blurry and your will to keep pushing begins to fade, you have to believe even more. When you think about it, the one thing that makes the biggest difference in whether or not it all happens is you. not anyone else, not anything else. I want you to choose you. I want you to believe in you, to trust in you, to know that you have exactly what it takes to accomplish that dream inside your heart. And I want to say to you that you can and you will. And in reality, you have to. You have a responsibility to do and be and become all that you were meant to do and be in this very life that you were gifted. They are counting on you. The future generations will need to stand upon your shoulders, just as you have stood on the shoulders of those who have come before you. You have a responsibility to be the one who changes it all for those who come after you. So today I urge you to lean into you, to trust you, to be the one, to know that it is you and only you that can do all of these things. Today I encourage you to take the first step so the path that only you can pave can be paved. There are so many who, because of you, will get to walk along new roads and even begin to pave new paths of their own. You have what it takes. You are destined for great things. I believe in you, and it's time that you believe in yourself more than you ever have before. You guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. It is time that you take back your power, that you take those steps, that you remember that if it is to be, it is up to me in every aspect of your life. I want you to remember that. I want you to lead forward. I want you to charge forward with that notion. You guys, this episode is huge in helping people move the needle in their lives. Please take a quick moment, share it in your stories, tag your friends, send it to people who need to be inspired, and remember that they have greatness within them that is going to lead to greatness around them. So with that, thank you so much for joining us here on the Brewing Success Podcast, where growth is the mission, change is the reward, and progress is the goal.